What's good? It's Chigozy. It's Thursday, May 3rd, 2018. And here we have these three stooges, these three federal government actors putting on another play, another piece of propaganda to further take your mind's eye, to further distract you. Of course, they're coding some occult ritual within this. And we're going to see how, again, through this practice of Kabbalah, you can apply it and see how, without a doubt, that these figures you see in the news, the puppets, everyone calls them puppets. I mean, that's exactly what they are. They're actors doing what they're told to do by the Zionist Jews. So, we're going to see how they practice this Kabbalah and put on this propaganda. So, Macron, since he's French, if you don't know who he is, he's an actor playing the role of the president of France. And he does nothing else than participate in Masonic propaganda theater. So, since he's French, his English is not good. According to the narrative, guys, his English is great. His English is excellent. It's probably better than mine because he's an actor. He knows English. He knows French very well. But he was instructed to call the Prime Minister of Australia's wife delicious. We're about to watch the skit, because that's all it is, a comedy skit from the Freemasons. Malcolm Turnbull is an actor playing in skits. So is his wife. But, I might as well keep this on, because I really want to get to the numbers part real quick. It's just really, really easy to see. Then we'll look at the skit. So delicious in Gematria sums to 97 using alphabetical order. So 97 is the 25th prime number. So we have, using alphabetical order, you get this number, and its prime number relationship is this. When you reduce each letter to single digit, so D remains 4, E remains 5, L 1 plus 2 is 3, you add them all together, you get 43, you see? So 97, 43. So we saw 97 is the 25th prime, 43 then is the 14th prime, right? But they also work in reverse in terms of 43 has a prime number relationship. So what's 43's prime number relationship? 191. 191 is the 43rd prime. You see, 191, the 43rd prime. 97, the 25th prime. So we got this down using this the alphabetical order, that and reducing. And of course, with the S exception, S the 19th letter, 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So reducing just once, leaving it 10, you get 52. Of course, it's propaganda published on 5/2, so it's happening at 52, calling it delicious. So 97, 52 is also the reflection of 25, 97 the 25th prime. But I'm honing this in so hard because look, we get 25, 191. So who's the actor in this? Lucy Turnbull's one of the actors, and Malcolm Turnbull. So I was looking at this from this actor's birthday. Look. He was born October 24th, 1954. 191 days later, May 2nd, 2018, they're publishing this propaganda, 191, the 43rd prime. From that propaganda to his upcoming birthday, it's, including the end date, is 25 weeks of one day, but without the end date, it's exactly 25 weeks. So a span of 191 from his 63rd birthday, the key of David 63, and then 25 weeks from his 64th birthday, he's participating in this propaganda where his wife is called what? Delicious. I mean, I hope you all saw that. I feel like I explained that pretty hard. I took my time on that. We get what they're doing. And, also I have to point this out. This is kind of a not so much used pattern, but definitely I see a pattern in more of this propaganda. Her name is Lucy Turnbull. In full reduction 46, reverse ordinal 143. Delicious then, reverse ordinal 146, full reduction 43, It's just But you know, you don't even need that. I think the pivot point here is the delicious. I mean, look at this. They're pairing up with his birthday by this code. So that was a pretty solid intro on that. But I had to drive that in because again, you can't just sit here and say it's a coincidence. That makes no sense. And then again, if that still was above your head or anything, you can just watch this skit, this comedy sketch, put on by the Scottish Rite Freemasons.
But I wanted to thank you for your welcome. Thank you and your delicious wife for your warm welcome. It's the perfect organization of this trip. Thanks to you and Lucy. Thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister.
See a 354. $42, Freemason 42, Saturn 42, Sun 54. There's more 54 central to this propaganda event that we'll see too. We've already seen. I have to rewind. I hope you saw the double E there. See the EE in the plane? This is all deliberate. E 55, God, Satan 55. You have to understand. This is propaganda. It is coded plays put on by the police, by the Freemasons. That's why this police car, or whatever, the blue and red lights, shows a Freemason right here. Guys, this is all deliberate, scripted theater. A spokeswoman for Macron confirmed to CNN that he had intended to say warm or delightful. We can do some gematria on that real quick. Warm 55. I was just telling you, I had that EE on the plane. Now we get warm 55. I mean, come on. The Zionist Jews coding the same crap all day long. Mason 26, Chaos 19. And 26. You know, chaotic event. 53 is the 16th prime. And then delightful. Delightful sums to 104. 50, 49, Secret Society 166, N14, Dead 14, 104, just number for Jerusalem, special number to this gang as well, and then 5049. America sums to these two numbers, and you have to understand, America and France are the same exact thing. I mean, you have to ask yourself, why does Masonic and France have like the same exact gematria? You know, 34, the reflection of 43, Jewish, 34, 74, 29. Anyway, it's all Jewish, Masonic land. That's all it is. And they're putting on Judeo-Masonic propaganda by the numbers. You see, as an actor, to discuss defense issues. Against who? Against what? Against his employers? Anything Russia does, anything North Korea does, anything the Middle East, ISIS, all these other Masonic entities do, is his employers doing it. You know, is the government doing this? 133, Simpsons 33, in a minute 33 video. That's what I'm saying. All by numbers propaganda. Simpsons. That's why they're predicting everything, because I mean, it goes without showing. Simpson 33. It goes without saying. I mean, it's not that they're Nostradamus, is that they're putting on the Simpsons and they put on the propaganda in the news and the predictive programming. Predictive programming. That's all it is. So I'm glad we got that good example out the way with the, again, from the Prime Minister's birthday, Malcolm Turnbull, you know, born in 54. We got the 25 weeks, and then the 191 days, and then delicious sums to 25, 97, the 25th prime, and 43, 191 is the 43rd prime. You know, all within 10 minutes. But, you know, there's always more to see. This is more so to put out, just, you know, I've been so busy, I haven't been able to. Oh, I know it's Malcolm Turnbull's wife. She's the subject of this propaganda. Some see 251, the 54th prime. I just see a lot of 54s in this. Sun 54, Jesuit Order 54, Death 118. And also, again, they literally say Malcolm Turnbull's wife in the propaganda. Malcolm Turnbull equals 54. He was born in 54. They had that tweet at something 54. That's why I call it out. It's Sun 954. The Key of David 216. Same patterns, different actors. Conspiracy 51. Freemason 96 51. Malcolm Turnbull is a Freemason. Putting on propaganda. Lucy Turnbull again. Sacrifice numbers, Catholic numbers. Jesuit 42, 181, the 42nd prime. Jesus Christ also has the 43, 146 numbers. Just like, you know, Lucy Turnbull in a way. And then Delicious follows that suit again. You know what I mean? Lucy Turnbull is just the pattern, like, reflecting off that. And then when I see that, I do like to see how long it took place from the Jesuit Order's birthday. But first, we'll see the date numerology of that propaganda. I mean, that's what I'm saying. A date with 18, 45 numerology, 25 numerology. So, Delicious equals 97, the 25th prime. 25 weeks from Michael Turnbull's birthday, on a date with 25 numerology, they're putting on their propaganda. So Earth 25, Prophecy 52 to Reflection, but Sun 18, 54 to Reflection, see? Freemason 122. It's this easy to see. It's always Saturn Sun rituals with the federal government. I mean, that's why all my videos are the same. That's why it's always the same numbers every single time. And then if you want to go deeper, you can look at their own birth numerology, you know. '53 to 16th prime, Pi 16. 88 connecting to time as well, Jewish 88. Mason 17, 107 to 28th prime, Mason 28. The Freemason 68, Pillar 68. And you know, sometimes you just get the general, what those numbers kind of represent usually, but then you want to look more and kind of piece it together. I'm just trying to always show you there's always more to see, how they emphasize things from their birthday. Whatever's coded in their birth numerology routinely will show up in the propaganda. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Oh, whoops, no. See, I didn't copy. I was like, what? There's no way they're... I know they code it together like that, but I wouldn't expect them to have the same exact... But look, I mean, Macron, born on date with... He's a president. That's what I'm saying. These are born to be actors. President 110, born on date with 110 birth numerology. This is what I'm getting at. Like, you just look at their birth numerology and you just try to understand what they're telling you. And you see the same common numbers. And again, you can say, well, how do you know about this? It's all about continuous exposure to federal government propaganda. If you keep on seeing Donald Trump in videos with, with this number, if you keep seeing them use this with presidents throughout history, and it sums to 110, you know it's a number they're coding. President 52, the two presidents on 5/2, talking about the delicious wife, 52. Biden numbers propaganda. France with the plus 33 dialing code, Scottish Rite 57 with the 33 degrees. We're talking about France, Scottish Rite Freemasonry big in France. I mean, I hope you understand. 10230, this is the name of Turnbull. That's what I'm saying. It is exactly how it's working. 102, 120, just the reshufflings. 30, they pair him with now Michael Turnbull with that gematria, meshing him together in a piece of propaganda. Again, Moon 57 as well. America 129. Jerusalem. It's not 129, it's 139. Like America, though. Like many more. I mean, Freemasonry sums to 139. I just don't understand. Why does Freemasonry in America sum to the same thing? And I'm still trying to tell people like that Freemasonry runs America and they created it. It just makes no sense to me. So that's it for this propaganda piece. There's more I want to talk about, but I might as well just start a new video and keep talking about something else. But I always want to find a couple more things about these fake people. Oh, did you know that this Lucy Hughes? Who's Lucy Hughes? I did introduce her, but not by her name. So this actress, the wife of the Prime Minister of Australia, her name is Lucy Hughes, and they list her as Lucy Hughes on her husband's Wikipedia page. See, the propaganda calls her Lucy Hughes. That sums to 141, 129. Again, 129. Macron born on a date with 129 numerology. Do you see? He called her delicious. But her name sums to 141 like Australia. That sums to 141 reverse in alphabetical order, just like this. Coded actors. Australia. I mean, again, just think about it. Australia sums to 102.30. We have the Turnbulls. Turnbull 120.30. We have Macron, the actor, born on a date with 102.30 numerology. Now with Australia, you see this? You see how the Zionist Jews put together this propaganda using Kabbalah. Kabbalah sums to 52. Like government, like gematria, which is what I'm using, which is part of Kabbalah. And why do you think the two government actors are meeting on 5/2 talking about delicious 52? White House sums to 52. They are, again, the presidents, 52. And then you see them called 52 inside their propaganda all the time. That is exactly what I'm saying. This is fake news propaganda. You cannot deny it. I don't get why people will still say it's like this is bullshit. I showed such clear examples. And yeah, I get it. They're lost souls or whatever, but I mean, the whole point is to wake up the world so we can fight back these tyrants. And, we need numbers. And it's just not good that so many people are so programmed to the point where they literally do not get what I'm showing. So, we didn't see Lucy Turnbull's birth numerology, but just for, kicks, we can look at it. Born, 30 of March, 33, and 58, Freemasonry 58, and then 33. I mean, she is a Order of the Eastern Star chieftain, a master there, putting on propaganda by the numbers. She is as Masonic as a female can be without being a Freemason. You see the wife of the president. See how Macron, the president, the wife of the prime minister, both born on dates of 110 numerology. After I was explaining how you got to keep looking for this number, they like to brand it. Society Jesus brand their propaganda. Although I really think there's something more central to, Australia, its history. Maybe something more occult than what I'm seeing. But that's why I like to point out what, it's very clear to me. Number for president. Of course, again, 33 numerology. These people are such coded actors. This is the world. This is the world you live in. This is the world you live in. Her dad was Tom Hughes, a former actor, politician. Guys, these people are all connected in this gang. I mean, I don't know how hard it is to see. Jeffrey Forrestuse is his parent. Look, Australian aviator and flying ace of the First World War with the 11 aerial victories. Guys, this is a Freemason. He participated in a play. He was murdered on 139. Freemasonry 139. Again, we were explaining this number earlier. We now click find her grandfather, Lucy Hughes. I don't know how we got here. Wikipedia propaganda. But look, I'm telling you, he's a Freemason. He died in 51. Freemason 51. Freemasonry 139. See? 13/9. We already always have it up. How many times have I done this in my video? We find something else. I go back to Gematrinator, and the word we were just talking about is still up. I mean, what does that tell you? It's the same numbers inside their propaganda, inside every piece of history that they write. Freemason 42, history 42. It's all fake news 42. It's all fabricated 42. With their federal law. All their favorite things come to 42. It's all Zionism. The Zionist Jews, the Jesuit order, 42, Jesuit 42. It's putting on nonsense. This guy was murdered by the code. And I'm pretty sure, might as well do a murder by numbers right now on Lucy Hughes' grandpa. Again, see? Dying a date with a lifeless number of 38. Death, killing, murder sums to 38. Sacrifice sums to 73. He died on a day with 29 numerology, just like his daughter, born on a day with 29 numerology in that same method, and 83 numerology. You see? So the grandfather, and this is when the granddaughter was born. Grandfather died, granddaughter born. Overlapping gematria, or overlapping numerology. So he died 109 days, the 29th prime, Masonic 29, Mason 73. But let me type out sacrifice. You can see how it sums to 73. Murder sums to 83 and 38. And of course, 22 numerology, the master builder number. See? Date with 83, 38 numerology. He gets murdered by his employers. The Freemasons. Again, Freemasonry 139, dying at 139. Guess who else died at 139? Tupac Shakur. Ritualistically sacrificed, or very well faked his death. That's what I really think. By this code. Always foreshadowing it in his music. You got a sacrifice from the Masons. Mason 73, he was a Mason. Sacrifice 73. Lucy Hughes' granddaughter or grandfather murdered. But yeah, her granddaughter, if she even has one, or when she has one, is going to get murdered by this code, by this gang, if we do not stop them in time. So I hope you see it there. We've all played a Wikipedia game where you just, even solitaire or whatever with people, you just keep clicking links, you keep learning. That's like the best way to do this too. Watching Netflix and putting, decoding Netflix, because it's, I guess it's entertaining for some people. So I recommend that sometimes. And then just going through Wikipedia. You can even, you can literally go to the First World War. I'm not even going to touch this. It's extremely by the numbers. This video is already getting a little long. Obviously, World War I was put on by the Zionist Jews to push their agenda. Which, it's what they've been doing for eternity at this point. So I just want to see from 127, Scottish writer Freemasonry, sums to 127, born 127. This guy. We're back on Lucy Hughes' grandfather. Are you understanding this? This is so easy. This is obvious as hell. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, using the full reduction, 127. Again, who's Lucy Hughes? She is the wife of this actor, this theatrical stage performer, Malcolm Turnbull. If you're an Australian, he is not your prime minister. He is an actor for the last time. So is your president if you're from France. If you're from America, obviously Obviously, he is a Saturnian actor participating in Thelemic propaganda. Thelema 35, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry 35, Catholic 35. But anyway, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry 127, Freemasonry alone 139. Again, they do this all the time. Just using the alphabetical order and reducing. It's just such powerful methods. Born on 12/7, died on 13/9. See? Jeffrey Forrest Hughes. That's what I'm telling you. He's an actor for the Freemasons. There's no doubting it. This guy's just so coded. I just want to keep decoding him. Whoops. Yeah. I'm doing it again. I'm pasting the dash. See, it's not supposed to do that. I need to just re-download my program, and I'm just, I haven't done it. I just wanted to show you more examples. So, Lucy Hughes' dad. So, Michael Turnbull's grandfather-in-law. We're seeing how he is a coded Freemason, right? He was born on a date with a lifeless number 42 and 33 numerology. Ancient accepted 123. Ancient accepted Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. 193rd day of the year. It's the 44th prime. But look at the 33, the 42. Australia 141. The reshuffling 114. But just a 33, 42. Those are the numbers for Masonry. Masonry. That's what I'm saying. So we start off with this. He was born 127. Died 13/9. Born on a date with 33, 42 numerology. You saw how I just deleted words? I delete some words and we got these same numbers. All for Masonry. All valid ways to represent Masonry. It's just as easy as finding examples like these and decoding them. It's really that simple. Some examples are just very, like this is one of my favorite examples. I mean, I've never heard of this man. I'm pretty sure none of us has ever heard of him. Unless you're Australian, you probably learned about this actor in school. So, I don't know what that. I'm just, now I'm probably just like dabbling around. So I'm going to end this video, but I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to finish off with from his day he was born to the day he died. I mean, that's what I was going to do. And I noticed the 12/7. I was like, oh, God. 7/12/1895, but he died in 1951. Of course, Freemason 51, Conspiracy 51, Federal 51. He's a federal government actor. I mean, it goes without saying, but I hope anyone new here, you understand we're talking about the federal government here. Yes, France, Australia, that is the federal government. I'm never ever talking about America only when I say that. Hope you understand. This is all federal government propaganda, and these are federal government actors. So he died 9/13 in 1951. So counting the end date, it's a span of 64 days from his birthday. Kill equals 64. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Dying a date with 38 numerology, killing 38. Kill 64. Dying a date with 64 numerology. Or dying 64 days from his birthday, excuse me. Dying 64 days from his birthday. His 56th birthday, murdered by the Society of Jesus. Society of Jesus 56. I mean, I can't get over the 9 weeks and 1 day, the 2 months, 2 days, because that was in some of their birth numerology, but, I think we can just safely say we've seen a lot of good information in this video. Oh, he died. Wait. Uh-oh. This isn't right. This isn't right. Oh, there we go. I was literally like, did I make a mistake? Because, you know, the 38 date numerology he died on, this? I was like, wait, was I wrong the whole time? But no. Well, I think that's a good sign to just end this video. But, you know, I don't know what's up next. Just, you know, I know there's requests. I definitely want to get to those too. And I will. I've gotten to some. But just in case I don't make another video to show this propaganda about $3 gas coming to a station near you, gas sums to 54, updating it to 54. That headline sums to you. Oh, there was a front page headline that thank Trump. 223 like Masonic, like the Synagogue of Satan, you know, sacrifice 170. And no, don't thank Trump, thank the Zionist Jews put on propaganda. Thank Trump, 142, 43, Masonic 43. And then just a reference to this, because it's a really good way to what I've been explaining. You can't just rely on what you see in the propaganda if you're trying to get a good grasp on this. You have to rely on what's in the history. So, or just what's going on in life from this gang. So you see, again, we're just talking about gas, right? That sums to 254. So here we get the occult connection because we have gas sums to 54. We have oil summing to 18, 50, 45 the reflection. Now, that's what I'm saying. Why do you think they call it gas? This is more evidence as how your language is crafted by this gang of Zionist Jew, Masonic Jesuits. Gas 5418. I mean, why is it called gas anyway? Gasoline, you know what I mean? But like, guys are doing this on purpose. That's what I'm trying to get at. From oil 4518. And again, these are the numbers for the sun. Sun 18, 54, the reflection of 45. So who has the sun logo? Who has the sun logo? See? BP with the sun logo. B the second letter, P the 16th, 216, like the key of David. You know, always that pairing. They like to pair the key of David with sun numbers all day long. I mean, Ohio does it, like everything. Especially Columbus, Ohio. See? BP. Watch my BP video. I mean, I explain all this. You know, Columbus, Ohio, 63, 153 is shuffling. You know, Pennsylvania does it. I mean, the key of David is from the Angel Church of Philadelphia. Pennsylvania, they have a Philadelphia. Of course, they're doing key of David rituals all the time. So, I hope you understand. BP is this gang of Zionist Jews. They did the oil spills, a big Jesuit order ritual. Industry, oil 54 and gas 45. See? Tell you right here. And they're both sun numbers. See? 1854, 1845. And they give you the sun logo. It just cannot be any more obvious inside their propaganda. It cannot be any more clear. You know, founded in May, the May sun. See? Mason, May sun. Doing all these May sun rituals in May. Oh, it's now May now, guys. Expect so many May sun rituals this month. Just like they did last year. And Zachary K. Hubbard was calling it out well in advance, and they all came true. And again, it's because he understands. I mean, he's the one who, you know, uncovered all this, shared it. I learned from him, and it's easy to see this gang putting on this type of plays throughout history. BP, Sun, May Sun founded, oil and gas, 54, 18, 45, 18 numbers. You know, like the pair 36 with that trope too. It's a reflection of 63 too. Look at this, 1909 to 54. 191, 199, the 46 prime number, Catholic 46, sacrifice 46 to 1954. You see how this is by numbers propaganda? Again, who is BP? They specialize in oil. Oil, 45, gas, 54. From 1909 to 1954. Of course, they mentioned the Middle East. Guys, they have to give you this whole propaganda narrative. The Middle East having all the oil, and we can't do anything about it. No. This gang runs the Middle East. They run the oil over there. They put in propaganda. By the code. So yeah, if you want homework, decode BP, their history. I mean, you don't have to if it's boring to you. Decode anything else, but if you want like structure, just find all the interesting things in here. Just like this. See the 33 in 2016, the Kia David 2216. BP produced around 3.3 million barrels per day. 520,000. That's 52. Prophecy 52. 43.3 trillion. If you see a number like that, you can put in a prime number calculator. 433. We already see that a lot. It's the 84th prime. Again, Jesuit 84, the Catholic Church 84, Jesuit order putting on BP propaganda all the time. 103 to 27 prime, Sun 27. See? That's what I'm saying. 27 prime. Another prime number. You do what we just did before. Put it in here. You see we're talking about Sun all the time. I mean, try to do research. Try to find that different numbers. Change these. Wikipedia's going to change them back. The only branding they do is brand their propaganda by the code. Master number 11. Again, Trump 25 in a 2-minute, 25-second video. Okay, they started at 10. Because they keep these segments the minutes. They want to get all the numbers in these times. I've shown that as well. And I'm glad to show you this. Let's see this 144 update time. Talk about the number a lot. Time 144, light, sign, like SINE. Trump, the 44th person to be president. Number routinely put on sacrifice, death, related things, negative things, mainly. So you'll pay 14% more for gas this summer. Rewind it and pause there. This propaganda software application just refreshed itself. See this propaganda cheerleaders made to go on topless photo shoot. Male sponsors got to watch. This is clearly divisive propaganda. Oh, objectifying women, and yeah, these things exist. It's true. Like, I'm not denying any of that type of stuff. I'm just saying, obviously, they're putting it inside propaganda on the front page to blow that out. You see? Like, these are things that can have problems that go on, but these are staged events to exacerbate these things. You understand? They don't give you the solution. They don't give you any compromise. They give you propaganda to blow it over the top. And then right under that, we have Harvey Weinstein stuff, That's what I'm saying. I want to see something real quick. Okay. Because they're talking about Harvey Weinstein accused of rape. I just want to see if they're connecting it to anything else in the overall picture. But, Black men arrested at Starbucks, dead 14, end 14. The reach agreement ending 14, an end number when this thing's coming to an end. See, they're settling. I mean, I'm just trying to emphasize what they're going for. And 14 is a big ending number. Dead end. I mean, that's like a very common thing a lot of people know because they see it throughout sports and things like that. I mean, they're doing it again. inside this propaganda from the federal government. Again, the 118 video, Death 118, Spiritual 118. Oh, so yeah, of course, it's at a Philadelphia Starbucks. You know, the angel of church in Philadelphia, right? You have the key of David. No one can shut and no one can open. Key sums you 14. See? Key sums you 14. Up to their propaganda, the ending propaganda at 14. Key of David. Jesuit sums you 78. 78-second video as well. Yo, I remember Eric Holder. He's just an actor participating in bullshit propaganda. See how Key sums you 41 and 14? That's what I'm saying. The update is at 14 with the 3 41-second video. Key 41, 14. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Because it's in Philadelphia. Also, 143 The Reflection, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. There's also 221 seconds, like the Bavarian Illuminati. You can double check that if you want. Just want to scroll through this propaganda. Black 29, and you can check my blog. I already talked about this, and I think I've talked about it before. I mean, I've already talked about many times about how things are on dates with 29 numerology with black people. Black equals 29. On May 29th is happening. Okay. I'm glad we got to see that one, though. And just see this. This is also part of it. Support a $200,000 effort. Two is a number for division. This is divisive propaganda. See? Racial bias with the big 2 right here. You know, see? U.S. Attorney Eric Holder, sums you 102, like nigger. Give you the nigger number. Again, that's why they put him in there. They didn't call him just Eric Holder. They didn't say United States. They literally just, they have to give you the U.S. abbreviation. That's what I'm saying. They craft this propaganda. They craft this propaganda in order to do this. Order to do this. You know what? I think we're just going to go until, like, I literally can't go anymore. Kind of makes up for not having a lot of videos as of late. Eric Holder, 61, the 18th prime. You know, 18, that's the number for race. Race, 18. See, and then the 18th prime, the same method, is named sums to the 18th prime. You know, phonemic numbers, Mason. Eric and Holder both, so look at this. Eric, Holder, I mean, look at this actor. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They both sum to 35, 62 and 26, and 28. Mason, 62, 26. Mason, 28. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, 350. Eric, 73, like Mason. The guy is a Prince Hall Freemason, and he participates in federal government propaganda. Do you want to know how he participates in federal government propaganda? Because all you gotta do is go to Wikipedia, click on his name. He is an American attorney who served as the 82nd Attorney General of the United States. And then look, you see their logo, their brand, their phoenix right there inside the circle. You know, of course, now we have this actor, Jeff Sessions, this piece of shit, always participating in skits from the Scottish Rite Freemasons. You know, I mean, I always forget he's the Attorney General. I really do. Before this, if you asked me what is his position, I would be like, I forgot. Because how can I ingrain that he's the Attorney General? I cannot even begin to fathom. That's why I call, if anyone believes this mainstream crap is just so retarded. How can you possibly think he's the Attorney General? How can you possibly think that James Comey is the FBI director? That makes absolutely no sense. All they do is act and participate in propaganda. Is that simple. They are actors. That's all they do. They're federal agents. That's all they do. So, this is a federal government position from the Department of Justice. You see all this crap? 555, New World Order, red and blue pills of Freemasonry. So I think you understand that now Eric Holder then is no different. And think about it. He was around in office when Obama was around, you see? Obama was around, we got him. Then he leaves. Trump comes in 2016 with Jeff Sessions. Anyway, I just want to see his birth numerology. Another federal actor born in 51, federal 51. Nigga 38, Mason 73, Death Killing Murder 38, Sacrifice 73, Killing 74. He needs to watch his ass right now. Saturn 21, Moon 21, Death 20. He does not have good birth numerology at all. Don't be surprised if he dies pretty soon. He's 67? Wow. Blood Sacrifice 67. If he dies by the time he's 68, I understand why. But, it doesn't matter. They can have him alive to 73, kill him then. They can have him alive to, probably that. 79, murder 79. Hell, they can have him alive to 93 and just make it some big Saturnian ritual. That's the whole thing. Like, you can't really just say the age. Like, yes, Blood Sacrifice 67, but there's more factors. They could still milk some more propaganda out of him, you know what I mean? So Loretta Lynch is another actor for the federal government. I just want to see the date. See, he was succeeded by Loretta Lynch on April 27th, 2015. So she was before Jeff Sessions. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, it still fits what I was saying. We have the two black people. And then, look, she was literally in office until the inauguration of, the actor-in-chief, Donald Trump. This is all very scripted, very easy to see. Yes, she's not a Republican. She's leaving with her party. Trump has new people in there. I mean, anyone who just follows that crap, I don't get it. Stop being deceived by it. It's all the same parties. There's only one party, and it's called the federal government. And they just use their actors to put on skits and then lie to you. But I want to say the April 27th, 2015 date. Okay, good. This is what I was looking for. Because I just wanted to see the continuation of the pattern. Two black people changing positions on a date with 39 numerology. We can see when Malcolm X and Martin Luther King met, the only day in history they met. We'll look that up too. If I remember correctly, it's on this Wikipedia page of Malcolm X. Malcolm X's only meeting with Martin Luther King Jr., March 26, 1964. Civil Rights equals 64, Civil Rights Act of 64. So you see, on their date with 93 numerology, 39, 93 reflection. Both their names, Malcolm X 93, Martin Luther King Jr. 93. The only date they met is on the date with 93 numerology. So then Eric Holder and then this lady, this black actress, they switching places with, and they with a life lesson number. They turned this into a life lesson number reflected around. And again, this was in 1964. This is in 2015. This is an ongoing agenda, centuries old at the youngest. I think it's more millennia old, definitely. Saturn 3920 or 9321. Plenty more in that date numerology too. Yep. Malcolm X 93. Martin Luther King Jr. 93. Beyonce, Giselle Knowles 93. You're like, who's that? That's another actress for the federal government. All she does is put on mediocre music and participate in propaganda with her 33rd degree, Scottish Rite, Prince Hall Freemasonic husband, Jay-Z. They were married by the numbers. They do what they're told to do. I mean, come on. All she does is talk about Illuminati, always throwing up. I mean, she's the biggest. I mean, why am I explaining how she's part of this gang? I mean, I think it's like it's not even a conspiracy. It's all she talks about. She openly talks about how she's an employee for the federal government. She just calls them by their nickname, the Illuminati. You know, the Illuminati gives you the key of David trope. That's what I'm saying. Double 63, no, not double 63, there's no S, but 63, 153, you know? And I always explain how Illuminati is nothing else in their front for this gang. Because everyone could talk about the Illuminati, but no one could talk about the Zionist Jews running all this Kabbalah. The key of David 13563, but Illuminati just itself, you know, 48, like Freemason. But anyway, I hope these are really good examples as to how your history is coded by this gang of tyrants. You know, Gazelle 33, Beyonce 33. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Knowles isn't something 33, but it doesn't have to. It really doesn't have to. Because I'm just, for the people that say, well, their license is something 33, so it's just, you know, they'll use that to like dismiss it all. And if you're one of those people, I always wonder how you get through life, because, I mean, how can you think like that? I mean, that's not how a sane person thinks. It's how a retarded idiot thinks. So, I hope you understood what's going on in the world. You know, again, Malcolm X dying at 39, on top of that, Martin Luther King Jr., you know, also ritualistically sacrificed at 39. That's what I'm saying. They both died at 39. They're both their names summed to 93. The only date they both met is on date with 93 numerology, Eric Holder, and then the black lady, Loretta Lynch. You know, Loretta Lynch lynching black people. Do you see how they're mocking, she's participating in propaganda, mocking black people? How can you look up to these people? Loretta Lynch, you know, trading places with the other black actor. They have a life lesson number of 39. And again, for those new, this black actor, this piece of shit, theatrical stage performer, grandmaster deceiver, Obama, born on a date with 29, 92 numerology, black, 29. You know, they're just putting it hard in your face. Plenty more with his name, Barack 216, and, you know, Obama 84 and Jewish Comanche born 8/4. I don't want to go into this actor right now. I think it's safe to say that it's time to cut this out. You know, right now he's 56. You know, why can't they just murder him by the code right now? That'll be great. Just for the new people. You know, if we saw his, we might as well Donald Trump's birth numerology. If you want to see, everyone wants to see, you know, about Donald Trump. Everyone wants to make fun of him because he's a comedian. Cube, Sumsu 31. 31 is the 11th prime. He's from the 11th state. Pi Sumsu 11. He's playing the role of Saturn, keeper of time. Time equals 25. And 20. Trump equals 25 and 29. Pi, 25, 29, 11. So time 20, death 20. These are also death killing numbers in him. Blood sacrifice 76. Born 46. Chaos sacrifice. Revelation, the 66th book of the Bible. Trump Pence from Revelation. You see the Trump Pence. He's a Revelation-coded actor. And then, of course, Scottish Rite, 165. Donald John Trump, 159, like Scottish Rite. Nope, not that. Just Donald Trump alone is 159, like Scottish Rite. So if you made through this entire video, awesome. I'm glad that you enjoy what I put out. I enjoy putting this out too. Just going through everything, seeing how it's coded. I'm sure everyone likes to see how. I mean, do you see this mocking too? You see that they're pairing Donald Trump propaganda next to WWE propaganda. This is on purpose. This is called mocking, grand mocking, because the White House is absolutely, on every single level, absolutely no different than WWE. It is the same exact thing. A bunch of paid TV actors going out, participating in skits and plays and dramatical events scripted by the Zionist Jews, by the Jesuit order, by the Scottish Rite Freemasons who put on all this propaganda. Chaos 1946, expect some chaos. Whatever sacrifice propaganda today, possibly. Peace out.